What's going on, everybody? A happy Friday here, end of the week. Thankful that it's the end of the week here as we go towards the weekend. Always a good time as you go away from work for a little bit. And Ryan, I know you're going to be going away from work for a longer bit than I am, but not too much longer.
Not too much longer.
You're just going for a couple days.
Yep. So I'll be off. I think we're coming back with brand new shows starting Wednesday or Tuesday. Wednesday. Yeah, because on Monday, I think we're going to do some special blindfolds from Northwest Wisconsin. So Hunter's got some things planned. So we're off the entire day to go capture some wonderful stuff in the Badger State.
It's going to be a ton of fun. So we're doing the Tour Day Wisconsin on Monday, and we're just going to be recording a bunch of stuff, and it's going to be coming to a show near you very, very soon. But that's how summer goes. We talked about it earlier. I mean, there's just certain days that people take off, and you know, both of us and Shania, and we're having fun. So we're making it through. We're making it through.
As long as we got PTO in the bank, we're going to be spending.
Yes, so. Amen to that. Amen to
until
that.
it hits zero. Well, hey, coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about your chance to make Minnesota's newest license plate design. Plus, we're going to be joined by the Moose Lake, Minnesota Chamber, one of the guests here, talking about Agate Days, which is happening this weekend. Got to love some rocks, as we saw with the blindfold earlier this week.
We actually literally hands-on just got to experience looking for rocks and kind of get a small taste of what this is all about. I mean, I've heard about this for years. The Moose Lake Agate Days sounds like it's just a crazy fun time. So pretty cool. Very excited.
A lot of agates to purchase, a lot of agates to find. You know, they have the Gem and Mineral Show, Art in the Park. They got that Agate Stampede, which always just looks insane.
Yes.
And it sounds like new this year, they're going to have a kids mini stampede, which is coming up on Sunday morning.
It's insane. It's just going to be an absolute blast. Sun up to sundown. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Nothing but agates.
Get out there and get picking, I guess. Get picking? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, until then, though, the Lumberjack World Championships are underway this week in Hayward, Wisconsin. It's bringing together more than 100 competitors from all around the world to show off their skills in chopping, sawing, speed climbing, log rolling, and more. The tradition dates back 66 years and celebrates the region's logging history. You can find more coverage coming up on Northern News Now.
Yeah, good luck to everybody out there, and hopefully the weather's all right for the folks who are going to be standing by and watching.
Seriously, better men and women than me. I can't. I can swing an axe and stuff, but can't do any of that stuff. It's pretty impressive.
I've used a saw before. I don't know if I've ever used an axe before.
No, very rarely. Do I do that, or a maul to split wood? I mean, that is some next level stuff right there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of experience.
Yes.
Well, hey, in entertainment news today, Toy Story 5 has dominated the box office since last month, and now a new study looks at the decades-long financial impact from Disney's #1 animated franchise. According to a study by an independent impact advisory firm, the Toy Story series has generated now $51 billion in overall economic activity for Disney since it first premiered in 1995. Now, much of that comes from consumer product sales, toys, merchandise, things like that. And millennials who grew up with these characters, such as myself, have driven the most economic impact.
It's also just a big nostalgia thing. I think no matter, as long as they keep making these, we're going to go to see these movies because they remind us of when we were little kids watching Disney Pixar.
Man, that first movie, kind of scary.
It was.
Back to that first Toy Story movie?
And I'm ashamed to say I don't remember any of them. I barely watched them when I was a kid, and now I literally just lied to everybody saying I go and watch them once they come out because I haven't watched this one yet. So we're going to get out there. We're going to remedy that.
Everybody start booing at Hunter through the through your TVs.
All I do is lie. I'm sorry, folks.
The first one involves Sid. Well, I guess
the sloth.
No, Sid is the evil kid. Not evil, but you know, maybe misguided kid.
Sure.
Yeah. Second story is they meet Jesse and the prospector.
The cowboy, yep.
Cowgirl,
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
The third story is where they're at the daycare with the Lotso Huggins pink bear.
And that's the really sad one where there's death and stuff.
No, but they're Hunter definitely needs to watch these. The fourth one, they're at the circus in town.
Yeah. Scary clowns and stuff.
The doll, the porcelain doll in the antique store.
Oh.
And then this fifth one, talking about the emergence of tech.
Yes, which is huge in kids' lives these days, man. It's just wild. So cool that they're touching on that and everything that's going on.
You're going to have to watch these with your niece, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's wild. I should have watched them as a kid. I need to watch them now as an adult.
Yeah, so everybody say, go get them, Hunter. Yes. Watch those movies. Well, as for another famous franchise, how about this? Sylvester Stallone's real-life million-to-one shot to make a career-defining film is coming to the big screen. I Play Rocky, the name of that future biopic, where I'm hopefully going to say this correctly. Anthony Ippolito playing Stallone in the underdog story about the underdog Oscar-winning movie. I Play Rocky going to be opening in theaters this November.
Boy, they're making, that's cool, very cool. I just
Yeah.
want to start by saying that, but they're making biopics about everybody.
I know.
It's all coming out. Anybody that has a movie career or a song career, they're making those kind of movies about. Like, I will say the guy looks like him.
Yeah, he
That's
sounds
pretty
like
cool.
him too.
Does he
I would
really?
definitely go online and check out the trailer, because I think it would be, in a way, it'd be so hard to recreate Stallone's voice.
Yes.
But and you think it'd be kind of cheesy if you tried to do it, especially myself.
Can you try?
But no, I'm not.
Come on, Ryan, come on.
Adrian.
It's horrible.
we just have to do a workout montage,
Yes,
me and you, and then
gotta beat the meat, Rocky.
yeah. There we go. Something about Drago or something. I don't know.
right.
Apollo Creed.
I don't know.
Rest in peace. But yeah, I loved Rocky growing up, and I'm very happy that my dad showed me those movies.
It's such a classic movie. The song when he's hiking to the top of the thing and he's training and getting everything ready and then finally wins at the end. You know he's not going to lose. He wins the whole thing. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. And
Yes.
I would just love hearing Hunter's movie reviews on movies he's kind of seen before. So
He's hiking, the music starts, the thing happens.
yeah, you
It's
saw him
crazy.
jogging on the beach. It looks like he's having a great time.
It's a classic movie.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. It looks good. Well, hey, dating app Hinge has announced a new feature that allows users out there to share testimonials from their friends. Hinge says they created Friends Take because no one knows you quite like the people that know you. The company says this builds on Hinge's ongoing work to help daters express themselves authentically by letting users invite the people who know them best to contribute short, authentic reflections directly to their profile via text, voice, video, and photos.
I'm not totally against this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good way to get to know somebody a little bit more. I mean, you go on that first date after just meeting on this app. It's a little bit daunting.
Yeah,
so having
certainly.
a couple other people being like, hey, this guy's not, he's all right. He's a stand-up dude. So
I feel like nobody's going to include bad takes from their friends, though.
Exactly.
So I think maybe it'll help the cause, but if anybody out there uses it, let us know how it goes for you.
Yes, amen.
Well, hey, still ahead, we are talking Agate Days in Moose Lake, Minnesota. We'll be back on Northern Light.
Welcome back, folks. Coming up this very weekend, you can head on down to Moose Lake for the annual Moose Lake Agate Days. And joining us now to talk all about it is Craig Prudhomme, who has been helping out with the planning for nearly 2 decades here. Craig, how are you doing first off this afternoon?
I'm doing just fine. We're a little bit nervous about what this smoke we have is going to do for us. We're getting a lot of calls about it, and we hope people are going to, number one, because of the heat, be very hydrated.
Yes.
And also follow whatever doctor's recommendations or health department recommendations
Yes.
in terms of masking or anything else, but to really pay attention to your health. Right now, it's still a go.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Still the
And
plan.
I here at the station, I double as a meteorologist as well. And at this time, it's looking like Saturday and Sunday at least is going to be an improvement. So that's fantastic news. I've heard about this for a very, very long time, and I've always wanted to go. Can you tell us what exactly folks can expect when they go to this weekend?
Well, it's going to be the largest crowd we ever have all year in Moose Lake, so traffic is going to be an issue. But our chamber has coordinated with a number of venues around town to offer free parking, and so to be able to look for the signs for those and use those. We typically have a shuttle between the events, and we're not sure whether that's going to happen this year.
Okay.
That's a little bit, we had some changes come up last minute, and so we're not sure about that. But the big event that anchors everything is the Gem and Mineral Show, and mostly agates, but there will be other gems and minerals, and that is led by or organized by the Carlton County Gem and Mineral Club,
Okay.
with members all over this part of Minnesota. And they started this 58 years ago. We took 1 year off during the height of COVID.
Sure, yep.
And did not do it then. So this is their 57th event.
That's just unbelievable how long this has been going on and the tradition that this holds within the Moose Lake community. And can you talk a little bit about that history? How did this whole thing get started, and why on earth is this a festival? How it got so big? It's so cool.
Well, it started out with some agate enthusiasts, a man by the name of Clark, and then there's an Olson and a local Moose Lake guy, Walt Lauer, who got together and they said we should do not only a show but a stampede. I see you have some footage about
Yes.
our stampede.
Look at all
So
those people.
the Gem and Mineral Show is the anchor of the event, and there'll be about 70 vendors inside and outside of our hockey arena, and along with food vendors. And then there's also Art in the Park, and that just happens Saturday. The Gem Show is Saturday and Sunday. And then on Saturday at 1 p.m. we have the Agate Stampede.
What does that entail?
That entails 2 dump trucks full of gravel mixed with agates that will be anywhere from this size to larger or smaller.
Wow.
Some of them will be polished, some of them will be rough, probably most of them will be rough. And we'll block off 2 streets of Elm Avenue right downtown and get people, we always say, feet off the street so that we
Sure.
can get the dump trucks to do a good, safe dump. And then there's also coins, and sometimes we get vendors who will stick we'll say tokens for
Sure.
extra deals on their agate stuff at the Gem Show. And so when we get everybody safe and the gravel is spread, we look both ways and we call it 10, 9, 8, go.
It's just chaos, I bet.
It seems like chaos, and I had heard about it for years before I ever came up and got involved in this, and I did not want to get involved in it. I said, why would people do this?
Yes.
But when I came up and got involved with the chamber, and it ends up being just a wonderful, wonderful thing.
That's cool, and it's not just rock enthusiasts, because there's all sorts of other vendors that are going on and all that fun stuff. Talk about how it's just, I mean, it's just an awesome gathering of the community also, a local gathering, this huge event that goes on in Moose Lake, and just bringing everybody together. Touch on that a little bit.
Well, it does, and then, like you mentioned, it's not just rocks and agates. Art in the Park has over 100 vendors down in the city park. Everything is within walking distance, but we do like to, when we can, have the shuttle bring people who, especially who are less mobile.
Yes.
And there's just so much energy for this whole weekend. People want to share. There's vendors certainly from all over, but a lot of local vendors too.
I want to make sure that you mention this t-shirt as well. We can hold it up real quick because we are just about to end the segment, but you're selling these vintage t-shirts, right? Talk a little bit about that real quick.
Well, Cliff Letty was a local artist in Moose Lake, and he did a number of t-shirts for the Chamber Agate Days event for a number of years. Actually, he had passed on before I started.
Oh my gosh.
And his family has recently let us reissue this one, which is the favorite design. And we're so glad that we can do that. And this is one of the ways that the Chamber raises some money so that we can do our other work that we do. Agate Days is one of the 2 largest events we do all year.
That's amazing, and the legacy lives on. Craig, appreciate you having us here, and it's happening all weekend long, folks, so head on down there. Thank you very much, and we'll be right back after the break.
You know, Hunter, you used to sit right here in the palm of my hand when you were a kid. I used to show you the world. This kid's going to be something great.
Who are you trying to do? Who on earth is that?
Santa Claus. That's
Oh,
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. Also the Green Giant.
That was a good Rocky. That was a
Thank
good
you.
Rocky.
Thank you. We'll leave it to Anthony Ippolito.
Yes,
to,
I'm sure
to-
he's much better than us.
Yeah, watch the trailer. It's much better.
I'm excited. It'll be interesting.
it's gonna be great.
It'll be a
It'll be great.
fantastic time. You know what else is a fantastic time? This next story that I'm just about to read right now. Minnesota is looking for a new design for its state parks and trails license plate. The DNR is launching a contest asking residents to create a design celebrating the North Shore and Lake Superior agate. The current plate has raised more than $16 million for state parks and trails since the year 2016. The winning design will help represent Minnesota's outdoor spaces for years to come. Talk about agates all over the place.
Yeah, get on it. Get your design in, and maybe you could be on my license plate sometime in the future.
Hey,
Yeah.
a picture of this random dude or woman and just sitting on your license plate.
It'll
It's kinda cool.
be me dressed up as Rocky, holding an agate.
Come on, Rocky.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for the state of Minnesota. Well, it's one of Minnesota's rules on the road, which is 2 license plates is better than 1. Jeff Wagner explains those rules regarding those license plates and why police enforce that.
Before I moved to Minnesota, I lived in Indiana, and my car only needed a rear license plate. And I learned the hard way that's not enough in this state thanks to a ticket on my windshield. Why does Minnesota require vehicles have 2 license plates? Good question.
When we're out there doing enforcement, or if it's used in a crime, we have an easier way to track that vehicle down if we have a plate on the front and back.
Lieutenant Jen Creer with the Minnesota State Patrol says if a car has just one plate, it's usually on the rear bumper and can be easily hidden by backing into a parking spot. Plus, traffic and surveillance cameras might only catch the front of a vehicle.
The biggest thing that I can relate to the general public is in those child abduction cases, when we have a plate on the front and back, there's 2 directions that we can identify that vehicle.
Minnesota is one of 28 states that require front and back plates, along with our neighbors in Wisconsin, Iowa, and the Dakotas. But there are some exceptions to the law. Only one plate is needed for motorcycles, scooters, trailers, certain classic and collector vehicles, and farm equipment.
And then also semis are only required to have 1 plate.
The story of my car is proof that enforcement happens, but the viewer who emailed us says she sees countless cars without front license plates, and we saw them too while shooting this story. State Patrol did share some data with us on how it enforces the law. From 2023 through 2025, troopers on average issued 439 tickets per year for not having 2 plates. They also averaged issuing about 3,900 warnings. Essentially, if they pulled over 10 people for missing a license plate, only 1 got a ticket.
It is important for us to enforce this, but a lot of the times we do use it as a way to just have a conversation with people and raise awareness to why we need those plates on the front of the vehicle.
Sometimes you'll see people put the license plate in their dash behind the front windshield, maybe because they didn't want to drill holes in the bumper, or maybe because the bumper was damaged in a crash. Is that type of display allowed?
You cannot have it in that front windshield. State law requires you to have it fixed to the front bumper.
Other rules to remember: license plates must be displayed horizontally, and the letters, numbers, and tabs must be visible at all times. With photojournalist Nick Luneman, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
You better get that license plate on the front of your car, otherwise
Yeah.
Jeff Wagner is about to enter your parking lot.
Stop running from the law. He'll point at your car. He'll figure out who you are. He's got your name down.
And also, he's got to contact with the Minnesota State Patrol now, too.
Yes,
so
they're
be on the lookout.
tight.
Yeah.
Look out for Jeff, everybody.
He's a nice guy.
Yes,
We
yes.
mean well. We mean well, Jeff. Thanks for all the work you do helping fill this show. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back. Speaking of license plates, a Florida woman got quite the surprise when she opened her mail from the DMV and received a new randomized plate. Nancy here told CBS News Miami that the plate, which reads SQZ-A55, obviously, could be interpreted as something else to the eye. Now, Nancy was not too happy, saying she doesn't think a senior who's almost 77 will be driving around with it. However, her sons convinced her to keep it because they thought it was funny. She ended telling the CBS Miami station, maybe it was destined for it to be on my car.
Yeah, if I got that in the mail, that'd be the best day ever. I'm like, that is going right on the car. What a great afternoon.
Yeah. But somebody, I think it was Jessica or Shania in Creative, they were saying, squeeze oranges. Like Florida's known for the oranges,
That's not what anyone's thinking.
Yeah, no.
No one's thinking that at all. So good.
Before we go today, while I might not care for pigeons, a feathered friend got a little help from authorities in Oakland, California. Shortly after putting a vehicle fire out, the fire department said a pigeon approached them in distress. So officials say the bird appeared to be suffering from smoke inhalation. So, of course, firefighters provided oxygen to this pigeon, and shortly afterward, it sounds like the bird flew away, breathing a little bit easier.
Just when you think you've seen everything in the world, a pigeon taking oxygen from a firefighter was not on my bingo card for this year. There you go.
You can figure out where to send that invoice. Yes. The pigeon's not a taxpayer.
And honestly, it's ridiculous. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.